back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me for yet another Dollar Tree DIY. And today we're going to be making this set of coasters, these little plant boxes, and this chain slash like key hook. So yeah, let's get started with the coasters. Right now the Dollar Tree has so much like new wood items in, and I'm going to be using these wooden planks here to make the coasters. They are kind of thin, so I ended up just gluing two of them together with this wood glue. And you also just want to make sure it's fully set, so you just place whatever heavy object you have on hand on top of it until it's completely done drying. So you make sure you have like a really secure, set of coasters. You don't want them falling apart on you. Whatever glue did end up seeping out the sides, I just took my sanding block here and sanded each corner down evenly, and just to make sure it's smooth. And then I'm just going to paint it. So I would prefer to have used a wood stain paint, but I didn't have any, so I ended up using this Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and I mixed it with a little bit of water just so that I can still see that wood grain come through on the wood, and it still worked. So that's just like another option you can use if you have like some brown paint laying around and you do not have any stain. So once that is done drying, I'm going to use this contact paper here from the Dollar Tree. Now I see this contact paper in every Dollar Tree I go to all the time, which is like good to know because I just feel like I'm going to use it a lot. I love the pattern. It's like so easy to use, and it's my favorite. It's black and white, which is so simple. But I just put it down at the bottom and measured how far I wanted to go up, and I cut about an inch out around all three sides so that I can just get a good cover. Now you can easily just cover the entire thing in this contact paper. You can cover the entire back side of it if you want to, but I just wanted to go for like a little different look, so I just did like the bottom half covered with the paper. Now after that, you just want to make sure you seal it in some Mod Podge. You will be placing like cups and stuff on top of it, so you don't want the paint to come off if any liquid touches it, and you don't want like the contact paper to bubble up. I was just showing you how I first painted over the contact paper, and then you want to go over the painted section afterwards, because if you do like mix it, so if you put the Mod Podge over the painted part first, you're going to have that color, like that brown is going to seep onto the paper. So that's why you see me just painting over the contact paper first, but I also like, I go back and I paint over the wood part as well. And that Mod Podge also gives it like a nice shine, which I'm going to show you here in a second. This is just some extra fabric I had laying around, and I just measured how much I wanted to cover the back side of it. Now again, you don't have to cover the back side, or you can put the contact paper completely around the back, or you can like put cork on the back. I just like the separation. I just like, knowing which side is exactly going to be, flipped down all the time. And also I feel like the fabric gives it like a little extra texture if you're laying it like on a smooth table, so the coaster is not just constantly sliding around the table and moving around. So I just took a piece of extra fabric I had, and I just literally hot glued it down to the back. And that is literally it. So up next, we're going to make this plant box. Again, very easy to make. It's like 3 steps in this. I'm using these little crates from the dollar store. I'm using these little wooden cubes from the dollar store, and I am going to glue one down in each corner on the bottom of it, just to give it like a little height. And then I'm just going to paint it using that same paint I just used in a previous project, but you will also see I'm just going to use it throughout all of these. Throughout the whole video, you'll just see me using that same brown color on all the wood. So after it's dry, you just want to stuff it with whatever greenery, leaves, plants you have, or whatever you like. I got these little fake succulents, of course, from the dollar store, and then these little ferns as well. I'm just going to stuff it and make it look cute or whatever, and that's it. Okay, and for this last one, we're going to make that jewelry slash key hook using those same planks I used in the for the coasters, but this time they come in this little rectangular shape. Same thing, I'm just going to glue them, wait for the glue to dry, and then paint them with that like brown paint I had earlier. So yeah, again, this one's like 3 steps as well. These are all so easy, but they look like it took so much time and effort, but it didn't. Now I was just gonna leave this like plain brown because it looks okay like that, but then I felt it just looked like a little boring as well. So right here I'm just like gonna tape off a little pattern and just paint like white on top of it just to give it a little extra flavor and just give it some darn color because it was starting to look really dry. So next I'm just going to add these wooden stems from the dollar store. They come in all different shapes and sizes inside the pack, but if you just kind of go through it, you can find some that are like in similar in size. So that's what I did. I just pulled out 3 that were closest to the same length and the same look or whatever, and I glued them onto the back. I used E6000 glue and hot glue. I have like a Gorilla Glue hot stick. I just needed a much stronger hold and one that will last a bit longer because I am going to be hanging things from this. So I didn't want it to be like weak and always, falling over. I got these little gold hooks from Home Depot. They're like $2-3, and it's a whole bunch of them inside this pack, so you can, use them for future projects. And I just twisted it straight down the middle. This is wood, so it's so easy just to get it down there. And then when I got to the end, I just secured it with a little bit of glue. And here is the final look. I am personally going to use it to hold my necklaces in my room. I like it there better, but you could also use it as a key hook and place your car keys or whatever house keys you have on it. And I really like this one. So yeah, thank you again for coming back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that other cute YouTube stuff. Thank you. Bye.